guys, we're here with Myloh. Myloh Remora. What's the last name?
Well, it's my artist last name.
Okay.
Yeah, I came up with it.
Myloh Remora. What is the meaning of it? What is the...
So I was a cart pusher in 2011 at Winco in California.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Dark days. But my real name is Alex Foster.
Oh, okay.
And but I was like, man, if I keep putting Alex Foster on the resume and somebody like looks me up, they're gonna see like my music and my professional life. Like, so it kind of like had a weird mixture. And then also I didn't like a lot of the music I was producing at that time. You know, that those years I was still developing my craft. And so I was like, dang, I need a new name. I need like some type of like a, you know, like a Sasha Fierce or whatever you want to call it. So I was pushing carts and I kept thinking of this name. I used to go by Alex Foster, aka A Fresh, which I hated that name. A Fresh is so generic though, right? So I'm just pushing carts. I'm like, okay, what names do I like? What names? And then I looked on I had this little like dictionary in my phone and it was like Remora. That was the word of the day. It's like a fish or something. I just like how it looks. So I was like, Remora is dope. Like it kind of had like I like how the R and the A like start and end it.
Yeah.
And I was just going around, what kind of name would go with Remora? Alex Remora? No. I just remember pushing cards. I was like, Myloh. And it was like MYLOH. But that kind of felt like too small. And like, I don't know, the I and the O just didn't feel right for me.
I love the spelling.
Yeah. And
Yeah, I love the spelling.
So I was like, what can replace the I? Right? I was like, why? MYLO. I was like, yeah. But then it just kind of felt bare. Yeah. So it was like, MYLOH. Boom. Yeah. Fireworks. That was the name. And been going with it ever since.
Is that how it felt when like you finally put it together? You were like, oh, okay.
Myloh
like this is me.
Remora. Yep. It was like just so perfect for me. Yeah. And just changing the name actually gave me a different like identity, a little bit of a boost. I started picking beats differently. I started like writing differently. And the people I was working with at the time, they were like super negative about it. Like, that's a stupid name. It's like, all right, for sure. I'm going to show you guys like over the course of my life.
First of all, how rude.
Yeah.
That someone would just like tell. I mean, if I would disagree with someone's name, I wouldn't be, you know what I mean?
I know, like, people should be able to do what the heck they want.
Were you surprised, like, wow, like,
honestly,
you had no home training.
With the cast of characters I used to roll with back then, not to like shade anybody, like, I used to just roll around a lot of low frequency, low vibrational human beings. Yeah. And I didn't have a fan base at the time or any audience at all. So, like, I had nothing to, like, prove I was good. So, like, a lot of people would just, like, down me and make me out to be something I wasn't. And so, like, once with that name, it actually led to, because I think I moved to Texas like probably 3 months later. And so I got separated from all the people I used to work with, completely reimagined myself. And like that name was like the first start to like a new me in a sense. So, yep. I still love them. You know, I love everybody. I love everybody. But so glad I'm not working with all those folks anymore. You know, some of them are still cool, still hit me up, but they never support anything I drop. Yeah. Nowadays, you know, now I get X amount of plays or whatever.
Even family, like you'd be surprised. Like,
yeah.
You know, like a lot of our family doesn't even follow our like
for real
socials. Yeah.
I go through that too. My family, I got.
To be fair, I don't either. So.
Shut up. I'm the rebel. He's a pacifist. So if I say something outlandish, he's gonna try and like.
Oh, is that the comedian vibes?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. That's kind of how comedy works, right?
Yeah,
right? You have an opinion.
You have a good
contrast.
Yeah, there you go.
My family, I have my core people in my family, like my brother Daniel. He supports my stuff. I'm trying to think of who else. My Uncle Kevin. My mom's. Sometimes some of my brothers. But for the most part, most of my family doesn't say nothing about Myloh either. It's like it's like this, and it's kind of weird because it's like, dude, I'm not hurting nobody. Like, I've actually been able to achieve something in my life. Like, I'm actually made the most money off music this year. Did the biggest festival with Sonia Kilo, Carne Asada. Yeah. Like, I've done it, and I've always done it with love. I lead with love. I'm not like a hater. Like, if anybody in my life could be like, yo, I'm starting anything, I'd be like, hell yeah, I'm supporting you. Post me up, Myloh. Hell yeah, I'll put you on my story. But when it comes to me, because there's a stigma with, like, art, people get, like, real, like, ooh, he thinks he's this or he thinks he's that. I'm like, bro, I don't think I'm nothing. I'm just a dude. Like, so I've dealt with that my whole life. I'm dealing with that right now, you know. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm always be the bigger person. And I understand a lot of my family don't want to show me love, but whatever.
They'll show you love once you're, unfortunately, once you're
Once they start coming asking for checks and shit.
Yeah. Now it's like, bro, I've been messing with you since,
Yeah, but then at that point, you'll be like,
nah.
I just need something to hold me out till Tuesday, man.
Yeah. Like, that's such, isn't that low vibrational, though? That's so sad. Like, it's like people think that artists are like I see, obviously, there's two kind of artists. You got the artists who are in it for the fame and the fortune, the validation, the glory, all that stuff. But like for me, I've never really been about that. I've always been somebody who's been like, yo, I want to like get my art out, change something. We were talking about 3 Stacks earlier. Like I'm very big on the art first and helping people grow. Like, and I think a lot of people are so like focused on themselves. So like, I gotta be the best. But like, why?
Yeah.
Why do you have to be the best? Like Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle, I like them both. I don't care what, It's sad, honestly, and it makes a lot of people, like I work with a lot of people who also, like when I work with a lot of artists, they like I give them shows, I give them opportunities on my platform, and then after a while, they stop like showing me love and start just only wanting to work with me to like for their benefit, and it's like, I don't do that either, so.
I think with like, with growing, you obviously have to do like a lot of collaborations, right? To get into more people's, like more in front of their face and stuff. But it's more valuable to make friendships versus just like collaboration, It's like you have to really build a relationship with people.
I be trying to look for that, I just be trying to look for like cool people to work with, to keep it going. Like I saw you guys did a podcast on Instagram. You actually just popped up. I don't know who you guys interviewed somebody else who did Carnes out of Garcia. Steve Garcia's name.
Yeah, Steve.
Super cool dude, super vibed energy, and like I saw that, I was like, yo, I got to get on this podcast, and it just helps keep it going. It's like a Ash and Pokemon. You just one move, next thing, what's next? I like to have that what's next mentality.
Yeah.
I don't really know where I'm aiming to or striving for. I just like to do something different as long as I can. Meet new people. Be on a podcast. If you guys are, if you blow up or not blow up, it don't really matter to me. It's like, hey,
it's just more of an opportunity for you to grow your audience and for more people to get to know you.
Yeah,
also,
man.
You get to have fun with us.
Yeah, hell yeah. Just love the world, man. Like you're only here for a short time. I'm in my 30s now. Like, bro, like
same.
Hey, how old are you?
I'm 31.
Oh, you young. How old are you? He's definitely 29. Yeah.
You're the first one to guess. These people are like, definitely 22.
Yeah, it's like, so, okay, 10 years from now, I'll be 44, 43. And then 10 years after that, I'll be 53.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'll be 63. That's it. And then I'm just old, right? And it's like, okay, like all that ego, all that trying to be young and hip, what does it really matter? So like in my 20s, I made all those mistakes of trying to be everybody's everything and trying to like chase the Drakes or the Waynes or whoever, right?
Yeah.
At my 30s, I'm just living an artist life, like, because I know it's only a small amount of time you're gonna be here. So I'm just enjoying it. Yeah,
that's what I love about creatives too. Is like you make art that you just have to put out into the world. That's different than what you were saying earlier of just like chasing money and stuff. It's like when you're creative, when you're an artist, you can't hold it in.
Yeah,
it has to come out somehow. That's I feel like that's the difference.
Yeah, I mean, I'm here to, like, there's a lot of artists who are dealing with super bad confidence issues right now. And I get it. Social media is nuts, bro. Like, everybody's looking at, like, numbers and streams. And they did the Spotify rap numbers. 99% of them people be faking their numbers. I'm not dumb, like, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm cool with it. You do what you want, but, like, do you have to do it? You could have, like, 400 solid followers, but those 400 are like everything. It's like, so it doesn't matter about the 40,000, 50,000 if they're barely just there at all. They don't ever support your shows or anything. It's that if you get a crop of good people with you, you're good. Like, and everybody's all, I gotta get more. It's like, that's cool, but like enjoy it too, bro. Like, cause you never know how long you really got on this earth, fam. Like, you really don't know. Like, me and Cherry have dealt with a lot this year. I've dealt with a lot of loss in the last 5 years. I've lost my uncle, my grandparents. My second best friend, Drew, passed away from COVID. The dude who gave me my first check in music, the dude who I performed at Lava Cantina with, which is a very great venue by the Grandscape. This guy gave me opportunities and everything. And I text him You know, a month before he's passing, about a song we're looking to do. Everything was good. Didn't hear from him for like a couple weeks. Next thing I hear, yo, Drew's in the hospital. I'm like, what? That young, hip, like fly dude, you know, who had just my bro, and then the next thing you know, he's gone. Just like that. And so that really altered my perspective. Like, oh shoot, like, cause he was bright, vibrant, as live as we are, like had all these plans, epic, was all around this city doing it. He lived the artist life, didn't have another job or anything. And you just never expect it. Yeah. So once he passed, I just look back, I'm like, okay, I see what life is. So am I going to be chasing? What am I chasing here? So I think his death definitely like put a switch in me, you know?
Yeah. That's a big, that's big.
Oh, I'm a very heavy dude.
No. It's, you know, like we meet a lot of people doing what we do, and some are just, you know, we are with a lot of comics, and it's all fun and games, you know? Yeah. But at the end of the day, yeah, like you only have so much.
You only have so much time. Yeah, I am a super troll too, and I'm super. I
love how that just switched up from like super serious to like, but I'm a troll too.
I'm a troll. I usually the guy who smiles, laughs, and hangs out and stuff. You know, and that's what I try to be, just vibrant and easy. I would love to be a comedian, but if you got me on the stage, oh, bro, I'd bomb. Yeah, no. Like I dreamed of it though.
Yeah, I'm sure you could do it.
Nah,
you could at least figure it out.
It's hard because I've seen comedians at the like open mics I've done in my life, and they've all bombed. Yeah. Like, you know, anybody? Like nothing.
Been there a couple times.
How do you prepare for that?
For bombing, you can't. You just gotta go through with it. You kind of just have to go up there and be like, okay, this is exactly how I wanted to say the material, or you can just be up there riffing, like kind of trying to figure something out. And you just got to be like, all right, cool. I thought this was hilarious when I wrote it down, but I guess not. Fuck you.
Is it delivery? Is it like the delivery
a lot of it
aspect?
Is delivery, yeah.
And then you just got the crowd like,
because there's a lot of comedians that like they'll go up there and just on their delivery alone, they can get like 90% of the way through. And then the material necessarily isn't like that great. Yeah. And then there's others that like the material is fantastic, but because of the way that they deliver it, they don't do it in the funniest way. Yeah. Like Nate Bargatze is a huge comedian, and he talks like this. Like he's really slow. Like he's just real slow, real even keeled. Like he doesn't have any like big pops or anything, but he's one of the biggest fucking comedians in the world.
And just by how he delivers it.
Sort of, yeah. I think it's also just his personality. Like people just really gravitate towards it. Plus, it's like clean comedy. So yeah, a lot of people take their kids to watch him and shit. So.
That's a big thing.
Oh yeah,
that's why I don't cuss as much in my songs now. To have that, my brand's called Air Thing, and Air Thing is a play. It's AIR and then THANG, but it represents everything. So I try to keep kids as included as possible, and I try to do as many different genres as possible to just open up that gate, you know. I think that's been my biggest what is the word I'm trying to say? Biggest like ailment? Is that, what's ailment mean?
Ailment, that's like a sickness.
Oh, opposite is. What is the opposite of ailment?
Ailment, cure,
achievement, or
biggest achievement. We'll go with that. Yeah. Just having people, you know, like there's no demographic. Like people, what's your demo? What's your demo? I don't care about none of that. Yeah. Demo. What's your sound? I don't know. What's your style?
Plus, it also kind of holds you back. Like, artistically. Yeah. Like you can be like there's a lot of comedians that are put on shows that they're like, this is an edgy show, you know, or like this is edgy comedy, or like you're gonna get triggered on this or like whatever. It's just like, all right, yeah.
All right. Half the people in the room are leaving now, and then you see that a lot. Like there's these guys in Dallas who are like I don't know, like hood. There's a hood following for rap, which is cool, whatever. I guess Ratchet. I don't know all about it, but it's like you'll see them like say like, this is the best rapper in Dallas, just the hottest, and then you go see, you never see me in those. You never see like the people whatever. You only see like this specific type of, yeah. And I'm like, all right, so that's what runs Dallas. There's this whole thing. This runs Dallas.
I think it's the whole industry though.
It's so sad. Dallas is actually one of the, I don't want to insult Dallas, but Dallas is one of the most like me cities when it comes to rap. It's so disgusting. I'm from California. It's not like that where I was from. It was very like everybody's kind of coming kumbaya. It's very me. Who goes the hardest? Y'all ain't really lit like that. Y'all ain't really killing like that. Shut up. Oh my God. What is this, right? You know, and it's annoying. It's like, bro, like why?
Yeah.
My real question, a serious question, why? Why does it matter? Like, why does being the hottest anywhere matter when you could still have what you have? Like, if I have like my favorite artist is Fiona Apple and Andre 3000. So like, but somebody will easily tell me Beyonce is bigger than Fiona Apple. And that's undisputably true. But if I play a Beyonce song, which I love Beyonce, and to play a Fiona Apple song, I'm going to Fiona Apple every time. Just me and the other X amount of people who are going to, it doesn't matter if Beyonce is bigger because we're going to Fiona Apple. We're going to, you know, like some people like Drake. Everybody likes Drake. All right, Drake's like the guy, obviously, but like.
Not everybody.
You don't like Drake?
Not Pusha T.
Oh, I like Pusha better than Drake.
Yeah, I like Pusha better.
I feel like, but like Beyonce, the Drakes, that like they get to a level where it's just.
Yeah, it's.
I see it like as live performances. Like I've seen a lot of comedians in clubs. I've seen a lot of like a couple comedians at least, like in stadiums. Like I saw Bill Burr and
Bill Burr is hilarious.
Yeah, I saw him at American Airlines, and I saw Joe Coy at American Airlines.
Joe Coy is funny too.
Yeah, it's just a different thing.
Yeah,
and then I've seen Tom Segura in the theater, and also he's hilarious. And also I've seen him in a small club, and it's a very different thing.
Yeah,
when you're thinking of like the intimacy of like a club performance. Same thing with artists. Like I saw Big Crit at a very good, like a decent sized theater. I think it was where they had no, it was at Gillies.
Oh, that's where Cardi Asada was that we did the show at. So
had it there. He's a big artist. He's fucking awesome. And then at the end of the show, I was right up front the whole time. It was like 5-6 years ago. And then I had my ticket on me, and he came out and he started signing everything. Like, you can't do that when you're fucking performing at stadiums. Like with
Drake, yeah, you can't just go in the crowd every day. And you know what? Like, you look at Big Crit, right? Big Crit has been going around his whole life with his audience. You know, that's so dope. You know, NF, he goes with his audience. You know, you got people who
Tech Nine,
you know,
comes to Dallas like 9 times a year.
Yeah, he's built it, and he's forever relevant. You know, forever relevant. Yeah. Like people can say whatever they want about who's the hottest in Dallas, whatever, but my base is my base. Like my base, when you go to an Everything event, which I threw 2 events this year, you go to my events, you'll see hugs, laugh, joy, and I'm in the middle. I'm in the thick of things as long as I can be. I don't ever want to be on Drake's level. I don't even want to be on Kendrick's.
Honestly, no.
I wouldn't love that.
No.
I'm too paranoid. I need to go to Tom Thumb.
I need to go to Tom Thumb,
bro. I need to
use my coupons.
Facts.
That's what's great about like Andre 3000's career, because he was at the height. He was one of the biggest groups of the like late 90s, early 2000s. And then he just kind of dropped off, but not even dropped off, but like he was just like, I'm not feeling it right now. Yeah, so I'm not going to do it. So 17 years later, he drops a fucking Flute album.
And
also, which was crazy.
It was super nuts.
And also, he can still go around. Like, I saw this interview that he was doing with, I think it was Complex, and he was just doing his laundry. He was like, I go to the
we watched that.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll go to the laundromat. That's awesome.
Yeah, and you still feel his energy, you know, as a big supporter. So, like, I know every Outkast song. There's no Outkast song I don't know. And so like him leaving hurt me, but as I see him, you know, he's at like airports playing the flute, and then he pops up here and there, and you could probably run into him. I think he was even at the Galleria like a couple years back. And
because his children, I think, live here.
Yeah, and that's what I want. I want to be able to do. I don't even want to reach Outkast status. I don't even want to reach. The biggest I'd probably want to reach is like, who's a super underground artist? Like, I don't have big aspirations to be famous. I have no aspirations to be on TV. No aspirations to be awarded anything. I used to, but all of it just seems scary. Like, you've seen the stuff with Diddy.
Oh my Lord.
I'm like, bro, I don't want to meet Diddy. I don't want to meet Kanye. I don't want to meet Eminem. I need to be at a level where I'm not working, which a few more years I won't be working. I'll be working for myself. I'm already on that path.
Yeah.
But fame.
And it wouldn't just necessarily be just your music. So you'd be putting on shows. You'd be putting up other artists, stuff like that.
Yep.
So you wouldn't have to limit yourself to just being like, shit, I got to go on tour. I got to go do this. Which is fun, you know, obviously you want to have that experience, but also like that's more stressful, more time consuming, more things that you kind of have to put into it. Whereas opposed to you could just be doing your shows here in Dallas for your people, go down to Houston, San Antonio.
Exactly.
Austin.
Drive my little car. Boom. Here, I'm there. And then just kind of find my realms and regions. And it took a while to get to that point because like, again, like you're talking about
your art isn't exactly what's being pushed to the forefront. Like
exactly. There are artists, and please don't be offended if I say this, but there are artists out there who are smaller than me but better than the Beatles to me that I've heard. Like, there's this band called Masita. And they have some songs like A Story of Fallen. And I'm like, bro, this is like the Beatles, like, but now it's like elevated to another level, but they'll never be, you know, have you ever heard of Coheed and Cambria, Salson? There's some artists out there like just really deep in the depths, 07 back in the day, that are deep in the depths that are just epic, and they never will get to that level. Yeah, but it's like, should we not appreciate them? Like, I'm here to at least before I die, I just want to make sure that I show people it's okay to be who you are now. We're always like, hustle, hustle, bustle, hustle, hustle, bustle. Tie your hair in a bun, tie your hair in a bun. Go get it, shorty. But it's like, that's great. But sometimes it's like, bro, present moment is very key. Present moment. I'm not thinking about what I'm doing after this. I'm not thinking about what I did before this. I'm here in the moment. Music is in the moment. If I make a dope song, the funnest part about it is like writing it and then going to the studio and like hearing it came out right. What's this video gonna be? What's this gonna do? You know, like, if people could snap out a little bit and appreciate the moment, you know, because if you think about childhood, right? Nostalgia. What's nostalgia like? Playing the Nintendo GameCube and
early
no
2000s,
worries.
late 90s for us.
I think people steal their nostalgia or like forget like they were in the moment. That's all music really was. I want to be in the moment and express instead of like, who knows? And I'm so sorry. I'm like death and morbid, but I'm not meaning to be.
You're good.
But you just never know. Like, life is crazy. You don't know what's going to happen. So like, if I could leave anything on this earth, it's just like happiness for people, be satisfied with your art, chill the hell out. Like, just chill the fuck out. A lot of people need to chill the fuck out. Just relax.
Yeah.
You know? Breathe. Like, three stacks made Hey Ya, then he did Idlewild, then disappeared.
Yeah.
See him again, he still looks vibrant, still creative, sitting on laundry, with all that crap. But like, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it, you know?
He did it right. But that's what like people don't understand too. It's like that's where everything is headed, you know? People don't, and then that's why Dallas is far behind in that, and like thinking about me. This is like, Dallas is very much a flex culture. And but that's not where the world is on. That's not what we're on.
Why is Dallas such a like, we the shit, we the shit, we the
I mean, we're the biggest city and
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Yeah.
How?
Because we were the shit in the 90s and then everybody just kind of ran with it.
That's crazy.
It's been,
that's a crazy
I don't know how
take,
long.
bro.
I have no. That's crazy to me because how the
shit
fuck?
in the 70s, we were the shit in the 90s. We brought everybody, like everybody hates the Cowboys. So it's kind of a cool thing to be like, oh, shit, we're Cowboys fans. Everybody fucking hates us because we're the shit, you know?
This man might be onto something. It's wild. That's a wild
Yeah,
take.
but it's crazy because they haven't won in how long?
We still have good seasons.
You gonna catch slander a lot.
Like, the thing is that like it's almost like it's like you're just a heel at this point, basically. Like, okay, everybody's gonna hate us. Like, I remember my buddy went to Austin. I lived in Dallas my whole life. We both did. And he went to Austin to go to UT. I went the first time I went down to visit him. I was like, so how do you like Austin, dude? Like, what do you think of like the people or whatever? And he's like, I stopped telling people I'm from Dallas. I stopped doing that. And I was like, really, why? And it's like, everybody thinks that like we think we're better than everybody.
Right.
Like, no, it's not that we think that, it's that we are.
Yeah.
Shut up. Oh my God. I'm over here listening intently like the bug.
Man, I'd be completely different if I was from Dallas then. Huh? I'd be in this mug.
Yeah.
And I like a lot of the artists in that popular Dallas scene that I saw.
I personally don't believe it, but it's more fun to just be like, yeah, of course we're fucking better than you.
Bro, like,
at that point, you kind of have to just like...
Yeah, just fucking turn into
there
the
are
skid.
some
like,
great things.
You think I think I'm better than you, then yeah, I'm fucking better.
I'm better than you. Sorry about it. Like, if somebody got on the mic, like back then when hip hop used to be like, I could spit a rap and da-da-da-da-da-da-da, you know, you could freestyle. It ain't like that now.
No.
So like that used to be the proving ground of rap, right? Can you really rap, right? That's why Eminem be lost sometimes nowadays, because it's like, can you really rap? Like, go on the mic and rap. And now it's not even about that.
No.
It's not so it's like, how could you say
it's
you're the
best?
best?
Lyricists, they don't care about the
they don't care about
anymore.
the lyrics. So like, okay, then what's the sport of it now? Is like, is it you just got a banger? Like,
how do you measure it now? By
how do you
numbers?
measure it? Like, a guy has a banger and he's about that life. Like, so this is so dumb. It's like, I'm a hard gangster rapper. I pull the stick out and kill people. Okay, but then your homie gets shot, and now it's like, oh my God, why did they shoot, Lil whatever? It's like, but you just
Lil
said,
whatever?
yeah, but you just
I'm
said,
saying that's kind of a cool name.
yeah, Lil whatever's kind of
Lil
dope. That's my name
whatever's
now, Lil whatever. But you just said you about that life.
Yeah.
So, but then like, how could you be pro-black but you kill another black guy? How could you be pro-Hispanic but you kill another Hispanic guy? How could you? But we're feeding that to our kids. Our kids waking up, and then you wonder why. Like, we're implementing a culture of murderers, thieves, and then, you know, we get put up on the TV. They'll put it on the screen. Like, this is the representation of the black culture. And then we get, so it's like, where does it end? You know, if somebody's like preaching right, oh, he's too preachy, he's preachy. But if somebody's like on that level, get my streams up. Like, if I just watch a Lil Baby video, who's the hot rapper now? Yeet. If I watch a Yeet video and just emulate it, do exactly what he's doing, I'll have even more streams and followers, but it won't be art at that point. It'll be segmented for, you know, to get me out there more, to get more clout. It's so stupid and it's so lame and it's so beneath what.
It just means more when you have better intentions for it.
Yeah, we're all different. How could everybody sound the same, but we're all different? Everybody's different, but yet everybody sounds the same, and that's what they want. That's what, it's all kind of, have you ever seen They Clone Tyrone?
Oh, no, but I've been wanting to see it so bad. We had another guest that told us about it. It was dang, who was it? They told, but that was like a month ago.
Watch that. Like,
it's so good.
It's so good.
He was saying that it was really good.
They put certain things in the black community, like, you know, they give us these foods that are cheaper in the black community that kill us, essentially. They plant things in the hood to kill us, to make us angrier, to make us fight each other, and to make us kill each other. And
that's why there's a liquor store on one corner, gun store on the other one.
Liquor store on one corner, gun store on the other corner. Exactly. It's like right there.
Pawn shop right in the middle, so you can go.
It's all planted in the low community, and and then you get these babies who try to get a lot of these people, most people from the hood have good intention. It's the fact that when they get what they get brought into for security, for safety, for acceptance, to get accepted, and they end up miraculously turning into the problem. And because the idea of the hood is to get out the hood. What happened to I want to get my mom out the hood, not I want to bring everybody to the hood. Nipsey got killed in his own hood, like, bruh, which is crazy. Like, that man was a genius. And
but also because he was trying to make shit better.
Yeah, that Dr. Sebi thing got him out of here. That with him trying to put that out there, you know, there's medicine to cure. And for me, it's like, I go to the hood. We do shows in the hood. I be in the hood. Somebody broke into my car on Malcolm X Boulevard after I did a show at the Creators Don't Die. And I'm like, bruh, why? You didn't even get nothing. You didn't even have nothing in the purse. You just got that joint fixed the next day. And I'd be like, bro, we could all help each other. We could all help each other and love each other instead of artists demeaning artists. Dallas sucks. Niggas suck. Y'all niggas ain't seeing me, yada, yada. Bro, that's so low vibrational. Like, y'all need to get out the hood. Ain't nobody like, try to get people out, try to grow together, try to like build something new. Because that's what we came from, is from kings and queens, as well as the culture Hispanics as well, kings and queens. But yeah, we've been beaten so hard that should eventually get stuck in your DNA. Yeah. So getting out of that is hard, almost impossible. We may never reach that point. Yeah. But we are kings. Which is why we need people like you that aren't like out here doing flex stuff. You know, like that you can tell people that, you know, it's okay. It's okay. Like, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, relax. It's okay. You can still be a dope artist, make your type of music. But like, you should try to help people. You know, you try to help people out, try to help people get from point A to point B, not just stay in point A. You know, like, and I think that if more people thought like that, you don't got to be like me. I don't want anybody to be like, Myloh. No, don't do me, do you. You know, but like, what are you doing to help? Like, you look at Kendrick. I love Kendrick because Kendrick came from Compton, which, if you've ever been to Compton, that's not very pretty. It's even dirtier than, but Kendrick got out of there. And what did he do? He tried to help people. And that's what you should try to do. You should try to 3 Stacks and Big Boy. They came from ATL, I believe. You know, they do this. It's a high frequency, but not a lot of people think like that. And, you know, blacks should be hugging whites and whites should be hugging blacks and Mexicans and blacks should love. When I grew up in high school, believe it or not, 2008, A.B. Miller, they used to have a black and Mexican riot, right? Like, oh my God, we used to have that shit too. Yeah, it was so dumb. So I'm sitting here like I'm watching it brew. The cholo guys with the bald heads be at one side, like you could just see them pumping up like ready, and then you had the black dudes, you know, the jocks, the football players and everything. And as soon as you knew it was about to go down. And so one day I'm about to get jumped, right? This is going down, right? I'm walking home. It's going down. And this dude who was dating my friend Jesse, who was also Hispanic, Jesse's one of my best friends back then. Her boyfriend, he walks up to me, and I'm like, shit, I'm about to have to fight this dude. So I like put my book down. He's staring at me in the eye. I'm looking him in the eye, and I could tell like my eye language is like, you could just say, I'm thinking like, you really about to jump me, bro? I just sat with you like a few days, and I'm probably gonna either beat you up because I can fight too. But he just walked away, and I just walked away. Never happened. And I respected that. We were both in a high pressure moment. Blacks, Mexicans, everybody's doing it. We could do this right now. We're gonna rumble. He just walked away. And I was like, bro, like ever since I saw him after that, shook his hand, respect you. Because I was always cool with everybody. I would sit with the skaters. I would sit with the hoopers, cholos. I used to get teased because I was the only black kid there. Goofy ass Alex sitting there, super hard, thugged out Mexican dudes, just chilling. And I still be friends with them today, and they be showing me love on my music. But it just opened my eyes. Like, bro, like I'm just not gonna be that kind of guy. If all these other Dallas artists want to be like, you the best, we this, we that, y'all have a blast, but that ain't ever gonna be me. Y'all, I ain't gonna say y'all lame because I ain't gonna be sitting here having to beef with Big whoever or Lil whatever or Young whatever or YG whatever. I ain't got no time to beef with people. I am a grown ass man. Y'all look lame.
We've had a great experience with the artists that we've had on because we've had about 4 or 5 other rappers, I believe. We've had Roman, Hollywood, Fab. Yeah, we've had him, and and they're great. Like even when we weren't, recording and stuff, and we were just talking in the background, it's like you say, like the high frequency, like, and I don't ever go to shows. I know you go a lot to shows, but like. The vibe has never been flex.
Yeah. Stick with artists like that, people like that. I mean, it may be true that the bigger artists out here, rapper-wise, are like the big-time flexers. I don't know. I always do that little emoji.
I think it's the ones that are barely starting off that like don't understand yet.
The little demons.
Yeah.
The demons. We the little demon. I'm a demon. Like, dang.
Because I know Roman's been at it for a while. I know Hollywood has been at it for a while. He actually has great numbers. But he just stopped rapping right now, and he's back in boxing. Like he's doing his boxing thing.
That's dope.
Yeah, so it's like that's another thing is he's a creative.
Yeah,
he gets out what he needs to get out, and then he moves on to the next thing that
I like that
fulfills his heart. You know what I mean?
That's my type of energy, man. Like just live. Live. I'm trying to like I don't like traveling a lot. I'm trying to just expand. We went to California back this year. We went back home. Earlier this year, and I was like, man, like the world is so expansive and so big. There's so much more you could do. Yeah, and that's why I got my merch. Doing my merch.
I love that. Actually, I want to ask you like a lot of questions. Actually, so you were in California. You were born there.
Yes.
Why? What made you move to Dallas?
So when I first started rapping, this kind of a long story that I'll unlong-wind. So essentially, I was in high school in 2008. I was a pretty like mid-popular kid from February to sophomore, like whatever. Then I won a talent show in high school for rapping. First time I ever rapped. Whole bunch of people were feeling me after that.
Senior
year, I won a talent show. Like all the girls I was attracted to vibe with me. Everybody was like, bro, hey fresh, my God, yo, what's up? And so I was like, screw college. I'm gonna rap, right? And that was so from that point I went straight from high school straight to the studio for the first time. And so then I started like messing with people who started smoking more, doing drugs, and drugs turn into pills, and pills turn into just weird stuff that I don't even know what I got to a point where I was just going to raves, going to parties, going to people's trap houses, smoking, drinking. I was literally lost in this trance for like 2 or 3 years. And I mean, I was just like, I was waking up every morning just like high. I was getting drunk at like 2 p.m. I was like, I just became someone completely different. And my homeboy Samurai Guru, who's also a really dope artist. Hey, Samurai Guru. Super dope artist. I can't wait to share out his beats. He was like, bruh, like he came over because I grew up and then we came to the little house I was at. And he was like, bro, how's your sister doing? I was like, I don't know. He was like, bro, why you got this weird shirt on? I was like, I don't know. He just caught me and I didn't know what I never got asked that question because I was so far out at that point. So when him coming back, it slowly like progressed to me being like, yo, let me go back home. Let me like find out what my family's doing. And that progressed to, I have two moms, one mom here, one mom out there. So then I hit my mom up out here. I was like, Mom, I need to change my life. My life is going nowhere. I'm lost. Mm-hmm. And it was like a month later, I moved out here, reset. I learned I was like a baby when I moved back out here. I was 23, but I literally was like, how do you apply for jobs? How do you look good? How do you, I had to learn everything again.
Because you were so
far gone. My skin was so crackly. My body was so broken. My mind was so wasted. It took me 2 years of being out here to learn, I can put facial cleanser on. This is how you save money. How do you, I have to have a license to drive. I have to, bro, I was so out there. So I give all grace to God because I went all the way down and had to just figure it out. I had to figure it out. And that's what I did. I went on a Walgreens check when I got out here, a Walgreens $8.30 check that was working. I was like, screw it, I'm gonna just go to this big studio, Audio Dallas, where they recorded T.I., Alessia Cara at the time, Mike Jones, all them. I was like, screw it, I'm gonna just go to this studio. I just gave all my check to that studio, and I met Matt Kennedy and Pal Guzman and All Names Taken and people like that, and they helped me kind of help redefine my sound, and I learned things, and I was like, next thing you know, over the years, I just hustled my butt off and grew into this person. So if I would have still been out there in California, I'd have been dead. I wouldn't have made it to 25, 26. I was already at the suicidal levels. I was already at for sure at the suicidal levels. I had this bag of muscle relaxers I used to carry with me. God is my witness. Just carry it with me. Just bring it with me everywhere. I was just 50 of them. Just whenever it's time. I'm like, maybe today is the day, maybe not. And the scary thing is I would get so drunk sometimes and so in my feelings at those times, I'd be like, might just be today. So I would flirt with them. I kind of jiggle them around and kind of it's crazy to think back on that. I would just maybe this might be the time. I was ready to die. I was really ready to die. I was ready to die for sure. I was ready to, I'm never nothing like that anymore. But back then I was so high, so strong, I was strung out, and every day I'd be writing, just every day, just all day, just writing. Smoke, go sit on my homeboy's outdoor freezer, open up his garage door, get me a pack of his dad's, go steal his dad's cigarettes behind his back. The homies come by, I couch for money for weed, cigarettes. Homeboy sometimes will bring this blue powdery stuff, put in the blunt. Screw it, we doing that. People coming with Nas tanks, Nas tanks, you put it in the balloons. Come with that. Got the can of Mickey's, got the just down and everything, just all of it. And I mean, that was my past. And bro, I don't know how the hell I don't know how I'm here now.
I don't know how you just one day were out.
Was it just a progression? Because in high school, did you drink, smoke, anything?
Nothing. I didn't drink or smoke until 19 years old. 19? Never touched anything. Nothing.
So then you just
went crazy.
Hit it hard? Or was it just kind of I'll have a beer at a party, or I'll have a couple drinks here and there, and then it just got bigger and bigger to where it turned into pills and shit? Yeah, so I fell in love with this girl. I loved her in high school to death. She was my best friend. Loved her. Never thought I can get her. Got with her. And so she was also kind of in the hood, whatever. Her family was going through a lot. One of these days was Thanksgiving 2009, I think, when Michael Jackson's This Is It came out.
Oh, wow.
So I went over there to hang with them at their house. This dude, I don't remember his name, her and that dude would go into the room and they would smoke weed, right? And I'm like, why is this dude smoking my girl? Bro, I gotta be in there. So they in there in a circle smoking weed. They all cool. I'm this nerdy wannabe rapper dude in their mind, whatever. I'm like, fuck it, man. Y'all smoking, all right, forget it. Smoke, whatever. I was like, oh shoot, weed, whatever. And then the next day, me and her went to my homie's house. They were smoking weed. I'm like, I did it once, might as well do it again. That second time I did it, I started writing music high. And once I did that, I was like, whoa, this is amazing. So this is what music feels like high, because I caught that vibe. Mm-hmm. And then my homie was like, yeah, bro, try with some cigarettes. I'm like, what? So then I was like, okay, for sure. Pack open Newports, cigarettes. Then as it progressed, I was like, we're going to turn up today. I was like, oh, we drinking too? I was like, oh, for sure, I'm drinking too. Get drunk as out of my mind. Smoke, whatever. And then she left me for a dude, which she's my friend now, but whatever. I ain't gonna say her name now, but she left me for a dude like a year later. I was already deep in the habit. So when she left, I had the option. It was like, I remember I went to her house on the bus, right? And I was sitting at the bus stop. I'm like, okay, I'll probably never see this girl again. She's gonna leave with this cooler dude, whatever. And I had a choice. I can go to the 10 bus and go to my house and just wash this all away, go to school, be with my parents. We pretty well off. Or I could take the 14 and go to my homie's house and just get effed up. So instead, I took the 14, went to the homie's house. I never forget that. I went there. I was like crying like a little bitch. And then they had all the whatevers, the extras. Bro, I just whatever. Never went home after that. I didn't go home for like a year or two. Just every morning. I wouldn't even eat I would go days without eating. I would just, as soon as I woke up, I wake up to a cigarette. Sometimes I wouldn't even brush my teeth. I just woke up to a cigarette and then hit up the homie. Yo, I got $5, whatever. You got $5 on the bag. He come in, we smoke that right there. Yo, hit up the next homie, wait for the next homie to come. Yo, you got this. And it just progressed until the point where I came up with the name Myloh. A little bit before that.
So that was in Cali.
That was all in Cali.
Before you came over here.
And I would just write rhymes, and couldn't keep a job. I would just try to find any cute girl that I could mess with. Any girl I could find to mess with. Any type of drug I can get high. I didn't really care. They could have pulled in with straight cocaine. I was doing it. I didn't care. It was weird. I even started having like weirdness, like am I gay or am I straight? Like type vibes. It was I'm very straight, but I'm saying at that time I was just like, bro, who am I? Lost. I don't even think Terry knows. She's probably sitting here like, bro, what? That's way to pass. Like
she's not gonna want that ring no more.
Well, she knows I'm way different now. I ain't nothing. That was many years ago. I don't do.
How was childhood then? Like, how was
Wonderful.
there anything that could have caused that lost episode that you went in that maybe you were like,
nah. My dad, my mom, my brothers, my sis, my friends, everybody was
still together?
No, everybody was cool. My childhood was innocent, chill, easy going, cool. I had a great childhood. What got me was, I think, the wanting to rap and be popular so bad. I up to that point when I won that talent show, I'd never had anybody really be like, you're tight, you're dope. So I think it hit me so hard. You come from like having your core friends, just being kind of like a mid kind of guy at school to people, to like winning a talent show in front of like 400 or 500 people. Then you going into school the next day and you're like, yo, you're dope, you're dope. It's like, I am?
That dopamine hit.
It was too high.
High.
It was too high. It was like
too fast.
Honestly, and this is crazy, I really regret ever going in that talent show, because I was always a really chill, smart guy, like relaxing, but that kind of like, that dopamine hit really was so high, it was too much for me. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like if you guys are doing this podcast right now and then whoever your favorite artist just walks in right now, like, yo, I want to be in here, move over, fucking Myloh. Hey, what's up? I'm somebody, and like, so it was too much. And so like I really do wish that like I had somebody who would have stepped in and been like, cool, you can rap good, but like, chill out. We'll get you a studio at home. Mm-hmm. My dad should have been like, bro, I'm gonna get you a studio at home. You just need to chill at home, work on your music at home, go to school, we're gonna pay for that, relax, I'll get you a car. Like, I think that maybe, and there's no disrespect to my dad or anybody, I think maybe they could have like foresaw it, because I really had to pull myself out the mud. It was nobody else but like God, obviously. But like when I came out here with my mom this time, I just came out here to help her out because she had a divorce. Mm-hmm. So I was her partner at that time. So it wasn't like my mom was babying me. It was like, nah, you're here to figure this out. Mm-hmm. So when I came to Dallas, I had to figure everything out. I had to figure everything out. 0 fans to whatever I have now.
So it was kind of like you were starting from scratch when you came out here.
Yeah, I started from
So you got
scratch.
the new name, came to Dallas, and then started from zero.
Started from zero.
It was like your rebirth, essentially.
Yeah.
And then were you completely sober once you came to Dallas?
Yes.
You were completely clean?
Yep.
Was it difficult to get clean?
So back then, like 2012 or 13, if you guys remember that time, it was like everything was so, you had to have homies to know where the plug is at. Yeah. So I didn't really have no homies, so I didn't know where the plug was. I go get like single cigarettes at Chevron, but it was nothing like it used to be. My mom would have like a little drink. I'd drink a little bit. In Dallas? Yeah. I didn't really. So after a while, I was just like, I really want to just like see what life. I credit the show How I Met Your Mother a lot.
Oh
honestly.
my God.
I just finished rewatching it again for like the ninth time.
I can't get into that show.
It's fantastic. It's
this
great.
one too.
I can't do it.
So
It is
It's
so
good.
corny.
Let me tell you what that show did for me. So in my
Now I'm
last,
gonna feel bad.
you have to like need it. So like I had nothing but like gangster friends when I at the end of my California stint.
Yeah.
I'm not a gangster. I just had a bunch of gangster friends. I knew all the plugs and everything. How I Met Your Mother was like this kind of cornball, sappy love story in unison of friends, meeting like a girl I love, and like, oh, cool little quirky girl that, is like, and I met a girl that I felt was like more my speed because of that show. My friend Drew, I kind of had, it opened my eyes up to like what type of social life I could have, what type of like adventures I can go on. That show was the show that allowed me to think differently. It actually changed my life. And I said it was there because I needed it. Just seeing like Ted and Marshall and Barney and Robin and Lily and like how they kind of like would come together. It's like, oh, a guy can have like attractive female friends. Oh, but like not have like aspire to just always want to screw them. Oh, this is what it's like to just have friends, like just regular like friends.
Every day,
just everyday friends. Oh, we're gonna go to the bar. Like now when I drink, it's like regular. Like I'm not just in the trap, just down beer. I'm like got friends. It's not like and it helped me become more well-rounded. So when I came out here, I was more aspiring for like a Beatles type of vibe, more of like a like a more hippie indie type of thing. I was just desperate for it. And it took a while, bro, because I was at Walgreens as a cashier. And this actually helped. So I was at Walgreens as a cashier. So what I did was became like a master networker. I became a master cashier. So every single person who come in Walgreens that I thought was vibing, yo, what's up, Myloh? And everybody, hey, everybody started to love me there. And like,
you created a community.
I created a community within myself. I'd shake hands with everybody. I'd hug with everybody. I'd be like this super. My bosses hated me because for whatever reason.
As they do.
A lot of people be hating me. I don't know. I mean, I don't get a lot of open hate, but a lot of people be like hating on me and stuff. I don't care. But because I don't fit the mold of what people would want me to be. But after a while, like a lot of those people still come check on me, come to my shows, and like just built my own community. So then after a while, I'm playing like Smash Brothers with people, and like the thing that I love the most is like there was no like the only kind of people I won't hang out with are women under like 21. It has to be like
that's so smart.
Yeah. Other than that, like a dude, I could have like 20-year-old dude friends, like whatever. Like I have kid fans. I never hang out with them, but like I don't hang out with younger women unless they're like. Yeah, you can be younger, like in a sense of like around my age. But other than that, like I have like old lady friends, old dude friends, young homies. I still have like hood friends. I had like a very well-rounded source of people who eventually became like family to me, and eventually became whatever. Then I started open micing in Dallas, and like I had this group of people. Then that group fell off. Then I had another group of people. Then that group fell off. It's like I just started doing it on my own. So I just started meeting people. Yeah. And so that's how I ended up like kind of developing myself as a person like more. And I really think, for Dallas, all the stuff we're saying about Dallas being kind of ego, the other side of Dallas, like the one that's not so flexy, so hospitable. I love Dallas to death. Dallas in itself, but so that helped a lot,
What was like the major difference that you saw? Like what was a culture shock when you got here? Because it is very different. For example, like with Mexicans, like East LA Mexican that they portray in the movies the most is not what you find here.
So true. Yeah, so true.
So like what was your like culture shock?
Mexicans out here, it's weird.
I think so. It's a couple things. So
Texas.
My mom in California and my mom in Dallas are two completely different people. My mom in California is like a lesson that I learn every day. She's like so beautiful, so wonderful. Mom in California, she's like taught me so much, and she makes sure that I do this. My mom out here, who's also very knowledgeable and very wonderful, but we have like a friendship, right? So me being an adult in that friendship with my mom out here helped me. I had 3 younger siblings with me, Darian, Dante, and Hallie out here. And they're all younger, so like I couldn't do the same things. Out there, I had 2 older brothers and a younger sister, but my older brothers are both living their lives and stuff and doing them. So I didn't really like pick a lot at the time of my adult life. So the responsibilities changed a lot. And then going to meeting people, like I never knew. I was telling somebody this a long time ago. I never would thought like old Caucasian ladies would think I'm cool. I never had friends like that. Yeah. So then I'm like, oh, you think I'm an interesting kid? People told me like, you're bright, you're this. I didn't have that in California. So like Texas had a lot of people bring me up, build me up, like believe in me. And still to this day, like people who say they're complimentary. The Hispanic culture in Texas and where I'm from I was from an 85% Hispanic area. I would say it's relatively the same for me because I've always been really deeply ingrained in Hispanic culture because that's what I've always upbringing. I used to, before I got in my wild path, like a big portion of my friends were like Hispanic ones, but mainly like bookworms and like shy ones. I really gravitate towards like real shy people. Like I don't know why. Like and out here I kind of found that. For the ones who are like more, for blacks and Hispanics who are more like harder, whatever, still find that unison. I still fit in those rooms because of my dark times of those times. I still can resonate with, I think that's one of my like hidden like strengths is I've seen rich, I've seen poor, I've seen mean, I've seen evil, I've seen good, I've seen bad, I've seen it all. I've been, if this was in a trap house, I'd be like, I don't know how she feel, but I'd be like, cool. Like, let's move this right over here. Let's move this Coke behind here. I've seen it all. Like, I can go to church and love. And I think that really helped me become a more well-rounded human being is just seeing all of the cultures, I really love the Hispanic culture because it's kind of like the black culture. We have very interesting similarities. But there's certain things you can't get in the black culture from Hispanic culture or vice versa. It's very different, but I'm learning every day. I'm a Christian, and my girl, she's Catholic, which is also Christian. But like seeing that difference, and then learning, how people praise the Lord in different ways, and I'm just trying to be a sponge. But the same thing I try to do is just love people and just be an easy person to get along with. You could probably be like, bro, can I borrow $10? Like, yeah, and that's what I try to be in my life every day. And but if I said I could choose to be here or go back home, I would go back home in a heartbeat. Ain't nothing like home. I wish I could be this version of myself back home. Oh man.
Do you think that like the temptations would be there? Or do you think you're just so above it and you've worked through it?
I think I'm above it. I made a choice to quit weed. I could smoke weed anytime I want. I could buy anything I want or be around anything I want, and I could hide it from my girl if I wanted to. Not that I wouldn't want to do that, but I'm saying I could do that. I'm too paranoid. Weed makes me super paranoid. That's the number one reason. Like when I smoke weed, I'm always thinking like, who's trying to kill me? Which is so weird to think like that.
Yeah.
I always think like somebody's plotting on me, so I don't smoke weed.
Was that always the case, or was that something that developed after you had quit?
I think that developed 2011, 12, where I think it was because I had this paranoid homie who would always like play my music and like look too deeply into it. And he's like, "What did you mean by that? You talking about me?" I'm like, "No, what do you mean? Why, who am I, bro?" He's a cool guy, but like my subconscious always thinks that people are always like looking to get you. I have nothing to hide, no skeletons in my closet, but there's just always that thought. Like, you guys never have that feeling like people
I'm
out to get
very
you?
pessimistic, so yeah, like I think of the worst and that
Always,
can happen.
right?
Always.
There's gonna be a tornado and like, oh no, this is it.
I want to be that type of person that is like the what's it called? The doomsday planners. Oh, if I could, I would love to be a doomsday prepper.
Are you a pessimistic or optimistic person?
I don't know. I teeter back and forth. Sometimes I'll just be like, it depends on the person that I'm like next to, I guess. Like if I'm with a group of people and they're just complaining, be like, hey, life ain't that bad, Like you got a roof over your head, you got food in your belly.
Yeah.
You can go get Popeyes right now if we want. Popeyes is fucking awesome.
Yeah, Popeyes is fire.
Imagine we lived in a country that didn't have Popeyes.
Bro,
that would suck.
That one on Web Chapel, they take forever to give me my food though. I stopped going there.
We're from Web Chapel.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There's like, it's by the Sonic, whatever that one. I was waiting there for like
the
20.
one off March. Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah. I mean, hey, we don't like y'all over here. Don't pull up to the podcast. Popeyes on Web Chapel.
Yeah, that one sucks.
But we do love Web Chapel.
Or was it Forest? One of those. Oh, Web Forest. Sorry, Web Chapel.
But, Yeah, that one, we went to it recently, and they took forever with our order. And then something else happened. I can't remember. They forgot, like, our fries or some shit. And no, they forgot our drink.
I need my drink. Don't forget my straw. Don't forget my drink. I'm optimistic mostly, but there are things I get pessimistic about. Like when I smoke weed, it makes me like not just pessimistic about that. I get like these like tremors in my body. Like something will be like boom 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 whatever. Like what's going on my arm? Oh,
like ticks or you?
It's like a little like what's going on in my head? Oh my gosh, why is my headache? Do I have a headache? Like I get like real weird. Like I get and so I try not to do that. Cigarettes I've had an on and off battle with, but I don't smoke cigarettes like ever really like.
You don't go out and buy them.
No,
like so it's like a social smoker type
Yeah,
of vibe.
drinking. I had like a weird thing earlier this year where it was just like, because we're in Addison, so it was like, let's go get a drink. I'm off. Let's go get a drink. So I had like, but I never really ever been addicted to drinking. It's just kind of like I always wanted to just get out of my headspace. But I stopped doing. I don't really drink unless it's a celebration now because it's just like, why am I feeling this way? Like it's being drunk is fun when you have the context, but one of the things I realized is, having a girlfriend for 3.5 years, it's just pointless to do certain things I used to do because I'm not in pursuit of a woman. Like a lot of rappers don't tell you that. Like if you can't go to a club to like meet other chicks, what's the point? Like what is my game? What am I
here for? I'm just standing around drinking with people that are just recording on their phones.
Hold my dick just like, like
spending money.
Me and the homies, like, nah, bro. Like, it's useless. So I think I've been trying to get close to Christ. That's been an on and off battle because I'm a rapper and an artist and I still do secular music. But I think that's my biggest battle is just trying to get, because I know that like something, I don't know what you guys' beliefs are, but I know that there's something after this. And how prepared am I really for that? Because now that I'm not trying to be famous, now that I'm not trying to, so like, what's my end game? What am I actually, like, what does this mean? Like, is your grandma right? Yeah. Like she had a whole life, right? And then I hope she lived it to the fullest, but like everything that is created must eventually come to a conclusion, as I said many times. So I'm just like, what's my end game? Like, I think I'm still looking for that. What's my purpose? What am I, like, music is fun, but it's not like it used to be where like, I would never say I fell off. I only get better in my eyes, but a part of my edge I used to have as a young kid, like that little like, I'm gonna be the best. That thing died. So like when I write music, it's not necessarily the same like drive I used to have, like to prove myself, and I often wonder like, what am I pursuing? Like, what is the overall end of my, like, what is this? And then like my biggest fear is to know like 2 seconds I'm like, oh, I'm about to die. And then it's like, bam, I didn't pray enough. Or like, what, So that's what I probably would say I'm the most pessimistic about is just getting my soul fully cleansed, I've already cut off the ego part. I feel like I had an ego death, probably when I got with her, an ego death. Have you had your ego death yet?
No, I came kind of close, but
it's going to come. Yeah. The ego death is scary. Like, you know what the ego death is, really?
He told me a little bit about it, but I'm not into that.
As a pessimist.
Yeah.
It's where I don't want to die in any form.
I feel like you'll live a long time.
Yeah. I don't do stuff that'll put me in immediate danger.
Do you smoke or drink? Cigarettes or... Okay.
However, like I would...
Mom?
I know, I do drink, I do smoke, but...
I smoke.
I drank. As opposed to that, but okay.
I was trying to write a joke about that song. Because like saying that like that, we turned up. But then if you're like at an AA meeting, you say that, it's like,
stupid.
It's all about intent, Or,
why
like,
don't they have an AA meeting for cigarettes? Like, why don't they have an AA?
They smoke at AA meeting.
That's true, huh?
They would rather smoke than drink.
And then give them cigarettes.
But cigarettes are the biggest killer of people. But isn't it so normalized? Like, you can go outside, a guy smoking a cigarette working. It's like, it's fine.
Used to be you can smoke inside. There's still places around here.
Yeah, what's that place?
Logies. Have you been to Logies?
No, that's a dope name, though.
Can you smoke inside Logies? Yeah. You can smoke inside
Logies.
They give you ashtrays.
Yeah.
Damn, here you go.
It's
I love it.
Down the street from here. You can smoke in there.
The back nine?
Back nine, you can smoke in.
Drew used to do the open mic there.
Texas.
Texas is dope, yeah. But it's so funny what's normalized.
It's like a weird loophole. It's like certain places where they're kind of like, if the square footage is this much, if you this kind of people is mostly the clientele. It's like a weird loophole.
You can smoke. I was telling Maite because you can just smoke in there. I was telling her she washes her apples she really washes her apples, and I wash my apples, and I'm like, they probably both have stuff in there inside of it anyway. It doesn't matter. Like, oh, here's my healthy vegan meal, but like whoever probably is the consumer or whatever is probably putting anything, right? You just
pesticides and
people just live to like 150, 160, walking barefoot, butt naked in the forest, just chilling, and you just never know, anything can kill you nowadays. Anything can get you.
We're all dying slowly.
Yep.
That's really what it is.
That's why you got to live it up.
Yeah.
It's funny. Even though we spoke a lot about death, my encouragement is to live more, to live it up.
Yeah.
This is a moment, because what if I do get to 89 years old? I still got 50 years left in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I'm a baby to the world.
Isn't that so sad?
Yeah, I know.
Trust me, I have a coworker that's 87, and he started at my job 40 years prior.
Wow, what do you do?
I work for a forklift company, so he started when the company started 40 years ago.
Wow.
And at 40, he started a new job, and he's been there 40 years. I'm just I'm not close to 40.
You're a baby to the world.
That's insane. You're half that. That's insane.
Damn, and he's still there.
He was in Vietnam. He's wild. He says the funniest shit sometimes.
That's so weird, right? You just never know. And I be seeing old ladies just
guns. It's crazy.
Oh, I need to meet him now.
He rode motorcycles. He's really fucking funny, and he said the funniest thing at work the other day. He was talking about how the building that we've been in, it's gone through renovations and shit. And he's like, yeah, somebody was messing with the lights this one year, 5-6 years ago. I think it was that Canadian fellow, that illegal immigrant, and I was just like, oh shit.
They used to be able to say that and just no problems back in the day.
But it's so funny because he said it about a Canadian. What
the heck? I love my Canadian peoples.
So
that's actually where I need to go next year, Canada. Just to see it. It feels like a good vibe. I see people you'll see older people people who don't have homes or whatever. They're just drinking, smoking. They be real old, real messed up, and holding up the sign. It's dang, how do they get through every single day? But you do. Mm-hmm. You get through every day. It's and I think that'll help our pessimism a little bit. It's you just never really know. You could very well live to be 90, 100 years old. They're even trying to invent these little pills of never dying and
fuck that. As soon as I hit 70, just shoot me. Honestly, I'm over it.
Damn, but what if you're still fire?
Yeah. If I get to the point, I should say that. If I get to the point where I can't wipe my own ass, go ahead and just shoot me.
Yeah, I said that too. I need to at least wipe my own ass, and I need to. If I can't,
have a good woman there.
Yeah, here you go, Mr. Foster.
We have an agreement where we're
we do.
Now this is the moment you're making the agreement.
It's unspoken. It's an unspoken agreement. You're supposed to just know.
You gotta just go with it.
I told him, I was one day you're not gonna hear from me. That's because I'm in a hotel room and I've just shot up hella heroin.
We've never spoken about
so
this.
I can die.
Oh my god.
Because I do not.
You are fun. You are fun.
I just don't.
This is the first I'm hearing about it.
Well, now you know. Just in case you know.
Yeah, no.
I have this feeling
Why a hotel room?
I don't want anybody to find me because I don't want anybody to find me to try to stop me.
Motel 6 vibes, you're gonna get a nice hotel room.
No, hell no.
Go to the ones up on Beltline.
I'm not about to spend no money to die.
Go to the Red Roof Inn.
There you go.
That's just another Tuesday.
Have you ever been to that one hotel by the Toyota on Forest? Yep. Bro, no. They were shooting dice as I'm delivering a DoorDash to them. Just
that's crazy.
Hey there. All right. Have a good day.
This is funny.
Get out of there as soon as you can.
Me and my fiance, we didn't know each other in high school, but we went to the same high school. We were a year apart, right? But we knew all the same people. We just never came. Her older sister and her used to play when they were kids, but we never met until I was 21 and she was 20. At that hotel, me, one of my friends in high school, and one of his homegirls, we were hanging out. He just happened to get a hotel. We didn't know how, and we had liquor and shit. And then he started telling everybody hotel party, come on, let's go. We had snuck her out, his friend. Mm-hmm. And we didn't know each other at the time. We became really cool. But we had snuck her out, and then she got a phone call, right as we were getting ready for the party. And she answers it to her mom. She's like, where you at? And she's like, I'm in my room. She's like, I'm in your room. You're not here.
You lying ass bitch.
Yeah. So he's like, dude, I got to stay here. I got to wait for the party. And I was like, all right, whatever. I'll just take her. Give me your keys. I hadn't drank. I didn't smoke. I didn't do anything. So I drive off, and then I was 16, so I had barely driven.
Oh man,
like at all. And getting to that hotel is kind of a bitch. Like it's a weird way. Like I missed it like 4 or 5 times. Just kept going in the loop trying to find the fucking entrance. And then by the time I get back, the party had gone on, everybody had gotten kicked out. My girlfriend was there at the time, and we just never met.
That's crazy.
We just had a huge crazy. Oh, and also I left my phone there. I left my phone at the hotel, so I couldn't call my friend and be like, "How the fuck do you get back here?" So then years later, we find out that she was also at that party.
Never even like
we never crossed paths. Like by the time I got there, he was the only person there. The place was trashed, and he was like, "Dude, there was like 20 people here, and just 30 people in this tiny ass like 2-bedroom hotel."
So when did you meet her?
We ended up meeting because we had a mutual friend, and then he recorded me on Snapchat. He saw me and was like, "Oh, he's cute."
Oh,
well, okay, what?
My boy got the Riz.
Whatever.
The Rizzly Bear. Okay.
Ricky Brizzly.
Hey. I can't think of nothing like that. Oh, I said I got Riz in my jizz. All these rappers are my kids. I use that.
That's good.
That's a bar low key.
Clip it.
Oh, dang it. That's good. We got this new podcast with Myloh with this great line. That's dope. You need to put a music video or something to that. Like, do some type of, like, content with that.
That's so funny.
We met at Sidecar Social right up in Addison.
Oh, right here?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Is it right here? I don't know the directions. Right here. I don't know where it is. Y'all area is, like, kind of hard to get.
Yeah. I just always go right here. Like, no matter where it is to where I am, I'm like, oh, it's up the street.
I always point in the wrong direction.
I
just go behind me.
When I met her, she had this mask on. It was during COVID times, right? I was like, bro, she's too cute for me. I was like, there ain't no way. Ain't no way. I was like, ain't no way. Bam, instant click. And the time we met, I was like, man, I'm supposed to be like on my like dating girls. I finally had learned how to like really talk to girls.
That was unexpected then.
Yeah, I was dating like.
That's when it happened.
Yeah, I was like dating a bunch, right? Just cool, casual dating, nothing crazy. Then like right as I'm getting in my comfort zone, bam, all over. Thanks a lot. It was just right there. I was like, dang, if I would have had that. But I was like, I learned like, you know, because there's so many people, you can't trust nobody out here. So I don't really do like the sex and stuff. I just like hang, get to know people, all casual dates, nothing crazy, just real like chill, like real chill vibes. And some girls would go to my shows and like whatever. And like, it was like, I got to date like 5 or 6 people just casually on and off. And like most of them, we just end up being homies. I didn't really want nothing like, I didn't like a lot of people. I like my space, by the way. I like my space. So like when I met her, it was just like, yeah. And I just remember seeing her sitting across the table reading the tortilla chips. And I'm like, yeah, dang. I just think in my head, like, it's over. That's so quick.
That's so beautiful. I would love to ask you about the romantic stories, but you just went on and said it. I love it.
We get along. I think what we do, we're so different but so alike. We have good chemistry because she's one way, I'm one way. It goes collective. Neither one of us are too crazy. We both have like a similar enjoyment of life, and we both love Christ, but we also love the arts. We love the same artists. So it completes me. Someone like me who's like real energetic, real like I'm always like zoom, 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 zoom. She's like real like, yo, we chilling, bro. We chilling. So that helps me slow down, but it helps her speed up. So it's a good match, you know? And I learn from her. She learns from me. And so it's dope. It's real easy.
Yeah.
For the most part, we never really fight. We do, but they're over dumb things. We have the most baby arguments. They don't ever get.
I have a theory about that.
What do you think it is?
Fight every day, but it's over dumb shit, and we're most of the time just joking around. So we kind of get that energy out, and then whenever it's a big thing, we're like, oh, okay, we've already fought for the last 6 months. This is a big thing. Let's just talk about it. Yeah,
the big things become real heavy and serious. Yeah, and she doesn't like them because they stick with her harder. Like, she lets things linger on in her brain more. I don't. I go, okay, let's have this big conversation now. This is going to be heavy. Some things are going to be said that we don't want to hear or discuss. But, like, once it's done, I'm like, all right, anyway, let's watch One Piece. Her, it's like 4 weeks later. I don't know, man. That thing we said, do you really feel that way? I'm like, bro,
that is me 100%.
I think that's all women.
Yeah, okay.
But then when I explode,
it's over.
Because I'm a Cancer.
Oh yeah, I know a lot about cancers.
I be hitting you hard. I regret it all the time.
I feel like you'd be very outspoken.
Yeah. Oh, I am.
Never shuts up.
She's a bubbly personality.
Yes.
You can throw events.
Shut the fuck up.
So like women really do think a lot, huh? Men, we be in there, like we'll be in the argument or the big disagreement, but like once it's done, we're pretty much like, let's go.
Cool. We figured this
we're done.
out. Awesome.
All figured out. Everything's solved.
Yeah.
She'd be like, I don't know. This reminded me of that one time where you said that one thing, and it's really just stuck with me. All like, what?
Because I had to get that shit out. Because it's like, I'm not about to let it fester in me.
Bro, we be chilling. Like,
yeah, but then you do it anyway, and then you blow up like 2 months later.
Bro, women hang on to stuff like no tomorrow. Like, I'm sure she's still thinking about something I did 2 years ago. I'm like, bro, after like 3 days, that's for 3 days. And because I have my things I linger on, like I'll linger on like music stuff or like business stuff like that, or like the state of the culture. Or like I'll think about stuff like that heavy, but like stuff with my partner, I'm already like, we're good, like we're chilling. Like I like a peaceful household. I like a peaceful energy around me. That's why I have like my friend circles like this, my acquaintance circles like this. It used to be everybody I would think is my friend. Shake hands, shake hands. No. My acquaintance circle is huge, but my friend circle is in smaller, like, and I think it's safer that way, you know?
Yeah.
I used to be the kind of guy before I met her, you just never know who's pulling up in my spot. Like, anybody pulling up.
That's scary.
Yeah, nah, you know, like, now if it's business, like we're writing a song or doing a podcast, that's fine. But like, if it's like just random hangouts, like, here, you want to go in my fridge? I used to let people go in my fridge, just, here, yeah.
I see, that's different. I love that.
I'm okay with it.
I love like being around people.
Are you single?
No, I'm married. I've been married since I was 16.
Is your husband like that too?
I've been married since you were 16.
Well, I've been with my husband.
That makes it sound like you were a child bride. Don't say that.
Yeah.
Married since you were 16? Oh, okay.
No.
I've been with the same person since I was 16, but he's also very loud.
He's not loud.
What? But he's social.
He's social, but he's not
Everyone
loud.
loves him.
What's it like with two social people in a relationship?
Okay, they're social in different ways.
Okay.
So I've known him since I was 14.
Okay.
Right, like since they've been together.
Mm-hmm.
She's social in the way of like going to a party. She comes in like, let's fucking do this. Like just loud. She wants to be the center of attention. He's social in the way of like he walks in, gets everything prepared. Somebody will come up to him, have a fucking 45-minute conversation about like tools.
I need to meet this guy. I need to meet him.
Awesome.
Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah.
Where is he?
He's with our babies.
Oh.
Yeah.
I want to meet him.
5 kids.
I like that. She's social, but she's social with certain things. Like she's so surprisingly social. Like she'll be quiet in some rooms, super shy. Then other times she'll just go in this big area with like 20, 30 people and just be like, hey, what's up, y'all? Hey.
Yeah.
She challenges dudes in a freestyle. Like, hey, what's up? Like, what? You're going to freestyle? Like, she's me.
Wait, that's a good thing to have.
Did you say she freestyle?
She was joking.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
me. I'm like you probably. I'm like, let's get this going.
Yeah.
She's more like, you know.
But see, I couldn't be with someone like that. Like that's why my husband is he's very social, but he's more chill about it. You know,
if we had two of us,
I think that's why a lot of people. That's why it's like opposites attract.
Yes,
because it's a lot. You know,
I have a huge policy with my every relationship. So you can have drama, but our big thing is you cannot call me out of my name. Ooh, if she ever comes up one day,
I do that. I'm
we'll
so
see.
sorry.
It's different people for different strokes, different folks. Like for me, I've had that. Like when
what do you mean?
So for every
you're a punk ass bitch.
Yeah, like
we tell each other that.
So like that's not her personality to me. So like if she ever showed me something that was out of character like that, you know, if I ever go, excuse my language, but if I was like, you're a fucking bitch. Oh, that's it. Because I don't talk like that to my women. But I used to have a woman who got mad at me for doing my hair in different styles and you always acting white, motherfucker. Like, you know, like I'm like, bro, I don't need this in my life. Yeah. So when it goes back to How I Met Your Mother. I wanted a specific kind of piece because I know how I am. I can get real like personal. If you hit me with a personal attack, I'm gonna be like, personal attack back at you. And I'm a rapper, so I'm quick with the strike.
Words.
So if she ever strikes back with something like that, and I strike back with that, our whole thing we built is destroyed. Yeah. Because I've known her, especially after 3.5 years, I've known her to be one way. She's known me to be one way. If you take out that's why I say I don't like keeping skeletons in my closet. Like if I ever got Me Too, they'd be like, that's for sure a lie because I'm very open. You can listen to my songs, I'll say what I've done. Like, but if I ever found out something like that about her, or like she found out something like that about me, it's like that whole connection we built is a lie. So if we started off like that, you know, like how you guys can say whatever with the partner, if we started off like that, that's fine. Yeah. If she came up to me and like had that in her personality all throughout the time, great. You know, I probably would still been with her. She would have called me the B word, or it meant for. I'm like, oh, okay, because that's your personality. But no, she's And you sometimes will meet people like that who will show you one way. Have you ever had a friend like that who's like, you think they're so cool, then you find out something about them, you're like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the litmus test, like how people treat waiters or waitresses.
Oh,
yeah, that's a big thing for me, bro. Like, that's a big thing. Oh my gosh, bro.
Yeah.
Karens, bro.
Oh my God.
Karens be coming in there.
I can't be nothing to do with that.
I love watching them get their get their
Yeah.
shit coming to them.
I'm the kind of guy who, if somebody, I don't care if I'm working, wherever, you say something to me, you're going to get some, it might not be cussing, but you're going to get a smarky something back. It might be like, my demeanor changes. Somebody's rude to me, you'll see it. My demeanor will go completely one way. I'm not a fighter, but I'm not going to be, that's the thing. You can't be weak. You can be sweet. I feel like I'm sweet, but you can't be weak. So if somebody's like contending with me, I'm coming back at you.
Yeah.
If somebody hurts my family or has something to say to my girl, like, or said, oh, I'll come at you with my rap. That's reality, right? Like, but I try to not ever use that. You know, I always try to be like real relaxed, and I am a second chance giver sometimes. If you steal from me, I can't forget that. I forgive you, but I won't forget that. Lying, depending on what the lie is, I can kind of, depending on what it is, it could be something that, you know, but any kind of like straight blatant disrespect, like where it's like, oh, you've crossed that line, like saying something about my family or anything like that, friends that are really close to me, we're done. Very good at that block button. Just
Yeah.
yeah.
I love it. Can you tell us more about your EP that just came out?
Oh yeah.
And like where's that going? Like,
I did just drop an EP today.
You sure did. That's why we're here.
Before that, can I give you guys
Oh my God,
Harry Potter?
yes. Okay, so we did let you know. We haven't been letting people know. So they
Yeah,
really...
you're probably the first person who told me.
Hey,
Yeah. So
young Myloh.
We're having people just bring us random stuff that they want us to just like
Harry Potter?
hang on. So we're gonna hang it here.
It's
I know
so
we
cute.
have some stuff, but thank you.
You want to hang it on here?
Can we?
Yeah, it's got hooks on it.
Before I talk about my EP, what's your guys' favorite movie? Just in general.
Harry Potter movie or
Just movie. I just need one movie.
Oh, how dare you do this?
The one I always recommend is Mother. With Javier Bardem,
Jennifer
Lawrence. This is crazy. I think you'd like it actually. It's like this crazy.
Babe, cue that in Mother.
I don't
think it's on
know. Damn, you fucked me up with that one.
There's that one, and then
If we're going nostalgia, 3 Men and a Baby.
Never seen either of those.
It's an 80s movie. I'm very into 80s.
Mother and 3 Men and a Baby.
Okay.
Mine is Before Sunrise. Never heard of it?
Before Sunrise, no.
Julie
It's a
Delpy,
trilogy.
Ethan Hawke. Yep.
yeah,
I love that trilogy.
Stand
but
and
that's the first one.
Deliver. I'll just stand and deliver.
series.
For a series, very excellently done. Thank you guys for telling me that. So my EP, well, I decided, so I've been dropping music all year. I dropped so much music this year. I've been active all year. And I felt like, you know what? I might as well just end the year off. I was going to take a break. I'm big on taking breaks, but I haven't, and I probably won't because I already got everything lined up for January.
Yeah.
But I was going to take a break, and so I called it Appreciate You. One of my friends who does the Woo 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 podcast, I sent her a message, and she spelled Appreciate You. And she spelled it all in one word. I was like, that's lit. That's my next EP title. And I thought about, like, you know, I appreciate the positive and the negative of people. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate my girl. I appreciate the Lord. I appreciate the people who are down for me, my friend base, who've always supported me. So I thought, hell, you know, like, I appreciate people. But then I also appreciate the ones who ignore me and don't give me any credit and don't act like I'm nothing and mistreat me. And, you know, I always like to keep that balance, you know. And I always acknowledge the negative people just so they know. I'm always taking those little shots so they can stop being little losers. People, and who are these negative people? They're faceless generally. But there are people who I post their stuff. I'm always like digging into them, giving them opportunities, doing stuff for them, showing nothing but love, helping put money in their pocket, really stepping out of my way to help people. And I still constantly see this little ego thing with people. You know, they're too afraid to, like, I'm like, bro, what have I ever done to you? Type vibes. So I appreciate the positives, but I also appreciate the people who keep that, you know, monkey on my back, the chip on my shoulder, to keep leading more positivity. And the content within it is 4 songs. One's Processing, the one with the cartoon video. That was written in a very dark state. My boy Protege laced it up, and I really love that instrumentation, and it just kind of struck me like that. The other one's called Man, which is just the struggles of being a human. I didn't rapidy rap on that one. I just spoken worded it, but it's so dope. And that's kind of like a lot of stuff we alluded on, like, you know, how men battle addiction to a lot of things. You know, people battle addiction to what, you name it, what, drugs, sex, and whatever. And it's just this idea of the man taking life for granted and could keep striving to be a better human. And then the other one's Pray for Love with Cherry Iced Tea. Continuing to, like, you know, the people in Palestine and just people going through things, just
Free
praying
Palestine,
for love.
from the river to the sea.
Yeah. We need more, like, you know, pray for love, like pray for hope, and just giving good out to the world. And then the next one will probably be on the UK radio. It's called Blue Lights. This dude, Michael Alexander Nuxta, this dude's like associated with like Busta Rhymes and Q-Tip and all these guys, and he's just been blowing my name up out there, and I love that guy. And so that features him and Fallon. And so I decided, you know, to put these songs together, and I'm really proud of it. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of fast. I'm really tired. I'm really wishing that I would have took a break, but I got to keep hustling, man. Just keep on grinding to get the word out, you know, like to get the message of positivity out, to keep trying to help people. You know, like, that's one thing that M used to do a lot. It's one thing 3 Stacks does, you know, one thing Kendrick does, and one thing a lot of these artists, you got to use your platform for something. My platform is not just to be utilized. Now, I love having fun with music, so not every one of my songs is serious, and there's a time for that. But I do think that this EP is definitely just to kind of help people get along with their day more, and just, you know, because you just never know who's depressed. Like, people could be as bubbly as you, right? For example, and, you know, as insightful as you and as interesting as you guys are, and be going through the worst. Like, some people go from one big thing, yeah, what's up, my guy, yeah, and then go straight home, and bro, they be like me in California, just do. Like, I'm good at that. I can, like, you would never, like, my coworkers are always like, Myloh, are you always happy? I'm like, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
But you got a battery, like, when you got to turn on, you turn it on. But after, I mean, switch. For me, like, that battery drains quick.
Me too. Yeah. We were on our way to our first event we threw, Adventurism, this year. Me and Cherry were bickering. We weren't arguing, we were just bickering back and forth. Bickering, worried, blah, 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 blah. As soon as we got there, turn it on. It was like, as soon as the door opened, all right, we're done. And, you know, so, but you never know who's going through that, you know, especially for like my siblings and people like that. I want to make sure that they're good. And I got a lot of audience. My audience is very, like, deeply ingrained with me. If you ever look at my post, my audience is, that's all people who just, my audience is so, like, they need it. And so, like, I just try to do what I can. And I appreciate, you know, people. And I always try to keep it real in my tracks. Like, and that's why, instead of me ever having skeletons in my closet, you know, I always like to just put my skeletons in my songs. You know, like, if you ever listen to one of my songs, you'll hear it. You'll be like, what's Myloh going through? Oh,
it's on there.
It's on there. It's literally in words, uncomfortable stuff throughout my songs. If you ever want to know about me, it's in my songs. Anything, uncomfortable stuff that I would never say to a person in face to face, song right there. Just bam. Oh. That's what he's going through. And so, you know, like, one of the lines is like, why do I take life for granted? You know, that's exactly what I said before I wrote that lyric. I was like, sitting there smoking a cigarette, like, why do I take life for granted? And then the beat's on, I'm just like, why do I take life for granted? The stuff we allow that keeps killing us. What is my IG reels are not real enough. And that was one of the things I was thinking. I'm like, man, I'm being too happy-go-lucky every one of my reels. I'm being too cute, being too filtered. And every time I catch myself, you know, I'm always trying to catch myself and, like, find out how to be a realer version of me, so that, because I feel like if I do that, then people who respect and love me could do that for themselves. You know, to give back. What if I show all my money right now, like, what is it really going to do? Like, what is it going to do?
Get you robbed. Get you stolen.
You ever seen those people who get, like, their income tax and just
like, which is crazy, because we all know what it is.
We all know
You're
what
posting
it is.
In January.
Yeah, hey, we lit over here, bro. I'm like, Most people have
You're
their money
lit for
in
the month of January, and then you're gonna blow that and do nothing with it.
It's so funny, bro. It's like, why y'all do that?
Me.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that this year just to flex.
You can get money though.
Yeah.
All those fucking kids.
Yeah.
I mean, these
Love
nowadays.
it.
Oh, you can sing too. Go ahead, drop that.
I was a varsity choir.
What was you guys' favorite album this year or song? Artist. Give me
I've
something.
been hella into SZA.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say
Low.
that.
The song Low on
Low is
her.
dope. What's the
Love
with
Low.
Don Toliver? What's that joint called?
I don't remember.
I feel like it's over.
But there's another one that she has on there that's very like it's very like early 2000s Avril Lavigne.
I know what you're talking about. That song is fire.
Oh, it's so good. I'm like, damn, you would have never expected it, but I'm like, that's a good
People
song.
gonna hate me because I knew that the big song on there, Snooze. So when I first played the album, like everybody, right? I knew Snooze was gonna be the song.
Yeah.
I just
that was gonna be the
when I heard it, I was like,
The single.
I was like,
single.
that's gonna be it.
Yeah. But I wish it would have been Low. Because
Low
Low
would've
is
been-
just like a
It's just got it
just
right.
being a bad girl. Out here being a bad
She
girl.
chose
like,
Kill Bill first. I like Kill Bill.
That was the first one that came
But
out.
I think I don't know if the fact that it went viral on TikTok
Yeah.
has anything to do with like the arrangement
Why
that
do
she
you think
made.
it went viral on TikTok? Like the idea of killing your ex. What's so good about that?
It was obviously nothing, but they were doing makeup transitions to it. So the girl started out first like with very much like 2016 makeup. I don't know if it's very like flamboyant makeup, and then the transition goes to like blood splatter, so like gore effects type of thing. That's why it went viral.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think it had anything to do with
I was like-
because we want to kill our ex, even though some of us do. But
Yeah, I know. I don't want to kill my exes. I'm like, I wish them the best.
do you, boo?
Yeah, do you? I don't care. Like they could. If I'm the bad boyfriend they're talking about, at least they're talking about me. At least you ain't like Myloh, lazy. You know,
I'm the villain in somebody's story.
I'm definitely the villain in some people's story, but I know that I've never sought out to harm people. You know, I got slapped hard by one of my exes, and I looked at her and I was like, oh, and I just walked upstairs.
Oh hell no!
That's the most close I ever got to like being.
If somebody would do that to me, it's like, how can I still be mad at that?
Bro, she
Like,
hit me hard.
That's crazy.
She like, boom. I was like, oh. So that right there, I knew that was my moment. I knew I was a good person because I never fight.
You walked away.
Yeah, I just walked away. I wouldn't hit her anyway, but I'm just saying like, I never had such a aggression towards me in my life that it was like, whoa, you can go there.
Really, you never
Yeah,
got-
it's crazy. Women be beating the shit out of men.
Bro, she hit
Here
me
we
hard.
go. Women
She hit me hard.
hating. No, she
Yeah, she hit me hard. Hitting and hating.
Hitting.
Oh,
yeah.
who's your artist? I'm sorry.
This was an album that came out this year. It came out a little while ago, but I just came onto it. It's this group called Turnstile.
Never heard of them.
The album Blackout. It's like a hardcore band.
What's so dope about them?
Just the emotions of the music. The lyrics are cool. Like there's a song called Holiday that's really cool. It's really heavy. It's like it's a holiday, and then just slam. And
Turnstile.
yeah, Turnstile. It's like a
Turnstile.
hardcore band, and then also they have like in that song Holiday they have like a breakdown in it, but it's just the bass, and the bassist is really fucking cool. So it's just like doo 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 doo.
So it has melody in it for sure.
Yeah, it's got a lot of melody, and then it gets like a little heavy here and there. So it's not like super heavy. It's got like good melody to it, so it's like really easy to listen to if you're
So-
like trying to get into hardcore.
My two artists are not new. My favorite new album this year was probably I don't even know. I listened to like
I know last year's was Kendrick.
last year's was Kendrick for sure. I didn't like Drake's album that much. I would say my favorite artist this year was Fiona Apple again, even though that was my favorite artist. Like
I've never
2005.
heard of her.
My
She's,
top
she's
artist-
good.
Yeah.
Like
She's
with
good.
with the Spotify rap, my top artist is almost always Modern Baseball, which is a pop or like a what do they call it? A Midwest emo band that's not even together anymore. They're just
What is her name again?
artists. Modern Baseball.
We're taking all these. She's literally.
Writing it down.
No, well, can I take my back?
Yeah.
Because that album,
Yeah.
came out last year, I think.
Did it? It did
I
actually.
think.
Well,
like
the one
late
that I said
last year,
came out in
December
21.
last year.
Oh, true. Yeah. But when you said the Spotify Wrapped,
Mm-hmm.
Peso Pluma.
Who the heck is that?
Do you know Peso Pluma? It's corridos. It's Spanish.
Corridos.
But it's very corridos this year just popped off like
Fire?
crazy. They above Bad Bunny.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys like Spanish
We
music,
do.
but
We play it all.
it's
Trust
like
me.
it's like a rap music in Mexico.
Does it have
like
melody to it? A lot of
Mexican.
good melody?
It's just like a go off king type of.
Do you like corridos
thing.
a lot?
It's basically like Spanish.
So you're
trap.
so shy.
Yeah,
She likes
Spanish
it.
trap, but more like actual Mexican music. Because Spanish trap is more like
That's Bad Bunny vibes, right?
yeah, like reggaeton.
I like Bad Bunny.
It's more
Yeah.
dancey.
I don't know much about Bad Bunny. I
But
think
corridos is like the kind of music where you're like,
like a boom, boom, boom.
It really is just like Spanish.
When
trap
I was
music.
growing up,
Yeah.
I told you about me being 85% of Hispanic community, right?
Yeah.
Like they would have these little parties, you just sitting in your house playing the game, you just hear doonch, doonch,
yeah,
doonch,
like
doonch.
banda
That's
type,
it.
yep.
Yeah, like-
Heavy
and I'm like, bro-
trombone, heavy trumpet.
So what happens if I just like ding dong, hey, can I party with y'all?
Yeah.
They'd be like, yeah.
Without question.
Fiona Apple's awesome.
Yeah, I need to listen to her.
She is the greatest, in my opinion. I want to make sure I say that. She is the greatest writer in the history of the world to me.
Oh shit.
Many people disagree. But if you listen to her music, read the lyrics. She is very profound. I listened to a lot of Usher this year too, weirdly.
Oh shit. Which one? Confessions?
Just all of it. I just like Usher's voice.
701.
I listen to a lot of Usher. I listen to a lot of just random indie artists. I wouldn't even know where to start with that. Like there's so many. Like we play so many songs that we don't even. But Usher, for some reason, his voice, his music, just fire this year. I don't know why. I don't know how to I tried to listen to Yeet. I tried 21 Savage, and I get songs here and there just to keep up with the times. I'm still very up to date with what's going on. But as I get older, I just fall.
You start getting disconnected from it.
Yeah, I'm so, and I love it. I love being as far from everything as possible.
Yeah.
Because when people say you can't do something, I'm like, you can. There's just this thing a lot of podcasters do where this nigga's still rapping at 40. I'm like, why can't he
That's
rap at 40, bro?
ridiculous,
I'll be rapping until I'm 100. Like what?
Can you bring up the microphone? just a
Oh.
little bit?
Egg falls on my tongue.
Yeah.
I've been listening to R&B, Jagged Edge. I've been listening to Charlie Wilson.
You're in love.
Yeah, I think I'm falling in love again with.
It's your husband. He's a great guy.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what it is.
Yeah, we're doing great.
Yeah. Oh, do you guys have kids?
Yeah, 5.
Oh.
All boys.
No.
Yeah,
All boys.
all boys.
We gotta get a picture of them up here.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
low key.
All boys.
Okay, let me ask you guys something. Who is that guy in the green shirt?
Green shirt.
I mean, the blue shirt.
Oh, that's our producer.
He's cool looking.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does music too.
Yeah,
And that's you two.
Yeah.
Your hair you
Yeah.
guys look so freaking lit.
thank you.
And where was this at?
That was at
Yeah,
or the middle.
the top one where you guys are wearing the white shirts.
That was at Carne
Carne
Asada
Asada
Fest.
Oh, did y'all see me perform? I was.
We got there late.
I was the first. I was the opener.
Damn, no.
I
we
think
got
I
there.
was
Are
one
you
of
doing
the
it this
only
year?
black artists. One of the only black artists there.
Yeah, for sure.
Am I
Most
doing
likely.
it this year? I guess
I
I'll.
think you had to submit the application already.
Hey,
and-
Sonia.
We had Sonia on.
Hey,
too.
Yeah, Sonia
Sonia.
came on here.
Oh, Sonia's my
Yeah,
dog.
Sonia's awesome.
Sonia.
Get
Hey,
back. Where's my
Kilo.
application response?
Hey, Sonia. Nah.
Man, my goal is for 20. I'm telling you, 2025, we're gonna go all out. But I want to host Carne Asada Fest 2025.
I would love that.
Yeah.
If I'm not this year, then I'll just be I'll just make a big thing to be next year.
Yeah.
I mean, I was honored to do this year. Being that, like I said, I felt like I was special because I opened it. I think I sold a pretty good amount of tickets. I sold all my merch out pretty much.
Oh yeah, you had a
it was
booth
pretty
there.
lit.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I have a booth there. I mean, it was lit, and I had debuted my merch tank top, and I was working out, so I was kind of buff, skinny buff. And
Skinny buff.
I will say this about Sonia, man. Sonia is a go-getter. Sonia
Yeah.
is so fun. She is. I love her, and I respect her. I think that one thing about her is she does not stop. She is one of those people who, but she's got a heart to her.
Yeah.
She's got heart to her. And I think that for her inviting me to do that, is really, besides getting the Dallas Observer, the article and that, that was one of my biggest career moments so far. And I think I'm on the bill with these, these dope artists like Ray Berger and stuff. And MC Magic and like my black ass is there, and I'm just like, and
they got Bo Bundy this year. You listen to Bo Bundy?
No, that is.
Oh, you need to listen to Bo Bundy. You'll love it. He's out of Houston, but I'm so excited to go this year because I love Bo Bundy.
I'll be there this year if she does, and trust me, if I'm there, you're gonna see me rapping somewhere.
Yeah,
trust me, I was rapping. I was rapping by the stands, the food thing. I got content for days, so I'll be there. But if I am on stage again, you guys are gonna get an even crazier set. I mean, I packed a lot in my 10 minutes, boy. I was rapping, singing, dancing. She was doing all her stuff. I think a lot of people really vibed out with it, and she honestly inspired me to throw my own events. Now I'm doing my own events, so like that's dope.
Hell yeah. I had talked to her too about maybe doing something small. We were trying to do something low key, but we have so many other things. But
let me know.
She definitely was like somebody that I would love to. She's such an inspiration, especially because like when we had her on, she was saying like, and that this is why I felt like very close to her, because it's hard for me to plan. I kind of just do. And she's that way too. And so to see that shit actually works out for her being that way, because sometimes it's stressful when we're like that and we're scared that shit's not gonna go, you know?
You know, when I got that from her a lot too. When I started to just find the venue, make the flyer, and people came. Yeah. The last one that we did, Cozy Lux, a couple weeks ago, before the traffic for the lights, we had a conflicting with the Vitruvian light traffic. But if we still had 150 to almost 200 people in there, and if we would have been able to, and outside was crazy. You'll see the footage if you've ever seen the footage. But if the traffic would have been good, oh man, we would have been like everybody arm to arm. Like,
that's awesome.
And we got another one coming up. I can't announce it yet. Will it be passed? I would announce it, but I don't know yet. We're still working on it. We're almost there for our third event, and then. I mean, it's just I got inspiration from that, her, and from Stephanie Jonette. I'm gonna get into all the other stuff, but Stephanie Jonette is a wonderful human being, and I also got a lot of inspiration from her. Just people who are good in my life who taught me so much, and I'm a chameleon. I see something that I like and want to learn, and I'm like, oh, let's apply that now. Somebody's like, where's your brand? I'm like, oh, that'd be everything. Where's your merch? Oh, there's your merch. Where's your, do you do this? Yeah. You do? Yeah, I do that. Yeah. You don't got? Yes, I do. It's just kind of like figuring things out, like, you know, and doing it my way. Like some people may have vendors. I might have my mom cook. You know, some people, I'm looking to really do some things that are different so other people could do them too. I want to be somebody that one day people are like, yeah, man, Myloh showed me, this is cool. Like a young kid who was going to go one way. And then he learns my music and he's like, you know what? I can be myself, like this is the year of like the nerdy kids being happy to be nerds.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was, all that. Well, nerds are kind of in now. When we were kids, I don't think nerds were in.
When we were kids, it wasn't so much. I think it was getting there. I think that's when it was
getting there. Yeah, like in our senior year, like I think Kanye and Cudi had a big impact on our.
When they were wearing the skinny jeans, that was big.
Man, take me back to the Lady Gaga days, man. Like
for real.
All that vibes. Like now everything is just so like the same type of.
Yeah,
trap.
Every girl looks the same.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Everything sounds the same. It's just trends now.
I don't understand. Like some girls, like they'll do like the lips. Like I understand big full lips and stuff. That's great. Congrats. But like sometimes it'd be like way OD. Like
I'm like,
that's body dysmorphia.
Okay,
I feel
they just don't feel like anything good enough. That's why girls get like big fake asses, big titties, and everything.
Like they're almost too pretty to the point where they're like losing that like.
Personality.
It's like,
and then they look like every other girl at the bar that's got lip filler. And
it's sad. What's the point?
But then they also get so used to what they're seeing daily that they don't realize that they've gone way too far.
I like my flaws. Like a lot of people will be trying to hide everything. Oh, I have this, or I'm to this, or I'm to this. It's like, bro, but you're okay though. You're great. You're still you. Like
it's like a weird thing where it's like you don't become like. After you get to a certain point, you're almost like not human anymore. Yeah. Because a part of what's inside of you is silicone, it's filler, it's whatever.
It's sad. It's not even you anymore.
Like,
it's
weird.
You know what's crazy?
Look at before and afters and you're just like, oh shit.
Yeah. I've been watching like these little conspiracy videos. I guess they're not conspiracies, but eventually people, you know how like people watch porn. Now they have like these like dolls that you can have sex with. Eventually those dolls are going to be full-fleshed women. It's going to feel just like the vaginal area.
And the men can like do whatever they want.
And
make them be whatever they want. That's crazy. So but I mean, I'm glad like with like the fillers, like now it's becoming a trend to go and get your fillers dissolved.
Okay.
So now we're kind of rounding the corner and kind of like
whoa,
taking it back. And
yeah.
So
you got to have like a balance, right?
Yeah.
It's good to evolve. Like it's like, you know, like what's the difference between, like I was telling, we have this argument about weed. I don't think weed is inherently bad. I don't think weed is bad. It's just about how what you're using weed for. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're just abusing it to get high out of your mind and sit on the couch and play game all day, I don't know if that's really helping you. But if you got like a backache or like anxiety or just casually use it to kind of relax, I don't see nothing. That's like
it's
taking
like a wine.
yeah,
at
like
the
a
end of the
wine.
night.
You're just chilling out, you know, like you're at the beach, you're like, I'm gonna get a couple drags, you know, oh, we're just chilling, you know, but
Or
like
to unlock creative.
yeah, creative doors that are locked, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
but like if you're sitting with a pound of kush all day, and sorry, I know a lot of weed smokers, I hate Myloh, you know. See, this is why I get canceled, because I say these things and I think certain people would be like, I hate how he thinks or whatever, but you know, abusing anything, you can abuse vegetables. You can abuse
you
anything.
can abuse anything.
You know, you can abuse
water.
You can abuse water.
Yeah.
You could die from drinking. Yeah.
You can get seizures from water.
Yeah, just you know all day, 3 gallons of water all day. Just so
Hell
I think
no.
it's everything needs to be done with moderation. So I like the fact that they're reducing it, like to keep it, because there's something so pure about just naturalness. Like there's something pure about it, and I think a lot of people just try to
think
stray
we're-
away from it.
I think we're now like people are now starting to
I
realize.
think the
Yeah.
pendulum is starting to swing the other way.
Yeah.
What do you think is the general? Because you know AI is taking over, and robots are here. I went to Walmart like a year ago, and the little thing is going down the aisle.
Oh yeah.
I think that's the future, but like retailers are shortening their staff. Eventually, when everything's gonna be
Yeah.
Amazon.
Walmart that's like right over here. It's all self checkout basically. They've got,
Yeah.
like 3 lines,
I don't
Yeah.
use it. I
You don't
will
use
go
it?
to the
I use
cashier
it.
every
You're good.
single
I use it.
time.
I'm so trash.
No, I go to the cashier.
Because we
First of all,
steal.
because I'm not gonna do your job.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'll wait in this line for forever.
Have you ever worked at Walmart?
No, but I've been a cashier
Where were you cashier at?
of Fiesta, and at not Trader Joe's, Sprouts.
Sprouts. I worked at Sprouts for like
I
a
love
week
that job actually.
once. 6, 7, 8 years ago was my second job. Walmart was a cesspool of depression for me. I worked there for a couple of years.
It's so.
I was a manager at Goodwill once. I hate Goodwill. I shopped there, but they're the new lady they have in charge, whatever her name is.
I go to the Mexican thrift shops.
Oh, I go to those. I never could find the vibe for myself. You got to show me where it's at. The
Yeah.
Thrift World. You ever went to Thrift World?
Off Forest
Yeah.
and Riptide. I love going
I
there.
didn't find anything for me.
No, there's another
I
one
found this
called.
green shirt that I really liked, but it was too big. I was
Oh.
so fucking mad. But
Should've
it was
still got
so
it.
They got me
nice.
that,
It was
bro.
such a thick shirt. Like it was real good thick. Like whatchamacallit. It was a button up. It was like corduroy, but not like super thick corduroy. It was so.
You know what I was thinking of doing? I was thinking of making a bunch of like my own shirts, and then just like sitting in the Goodwill and just seeing if they put them up. Like, bro, like, oh, I'm in the stores, y'all.
That's actually really smart.
They're in the stores.
The stores that I hate going to, like it's just so depressing to me. Is
Walmart
dollar stores.
Oh,
Dollars,
Bro,
I love a
Dollar
good Dollar
General?
Tree.
Dollar Tree is better than Dollar General, right? Which one? Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree because it's so a
Tree's
dollar.
the green one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dollar General is garbage.
Yeah, it's bad, but they have really good coupons that people.
I used to do whatchamacallit pest control, and a
Oh.
lot of the company had a contract with a lot of dollar stores. They were disgusting.
Do you think Dollar Store is going to last? Like these two particular companies are going to last because Dollar General doesn't pay their employees nothing, and they're always
paying, like,
dirty.
$8.
Yeah,
They're
like
dirty.
they're dirty. I
Yeah.
would opt for them to go out of business and like start something new.
Yeah.
I think what the problem is that it's a dollar store, so they make less money, so they hire
Less quality people.
less quality people. But why don't
People
they
that are
just
kind of just like, yeah, I make $8. I'm living at home, like whatever.
why don't they make a dollar store as big as a Walmart, right? And sell more stuff, and
That's,
then pay the people like $14, $15 an hour and
What's
get
that store?
quality
Five
people.
Below.
Five Below.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I love
that's kind
Five
of the
Below.
same thing, but it's Five Below because you can buy basically almost everything.
They
for
have
$5,
quality,
but-
though.
Yeah, but then they have stuff that's like here's $10 in the book.
Yeah.
Or here's 20, 40. I don't think anything goes above like $50.
No, Five Below just has a great balance. When I go into Five Below, I can go into Five Below right now, even though we went yesterday. We went up there. Going to Addison on the Beltline.
Yeah.
Five Below, we always find stuff there. And I like that they upgrade their stuff so you don't always get the same.
Yeah,
Like,
they
so-
move it around.
Yeah, and you can get good gifts there. I think that I hope dollar stores are gone, and I just hope that as we get older and through life, and as things go further, that naturalness can still be there. The feeling that we had growing up, because I feel like even though the pendulum might be swinging back, I want it to fully swing back so that because once we get too robotic and too then, eventually what they're gonna have a use for us for.
Yeah. We gotta start.
It's gonna be like Wally.
Yeah, legit though.
Farming and creating our stuff. Well, Myloh.
Did we go over an hour?
Oh yeah, we're like at an hour 45.
Which is cool. Like we always go over. If we have a good conversation, we're not about to cut that shit short.
I think I made 2 new friends today.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing I did want to ask real quick. Do you listen to Tyler the Creator?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's scary.
His last album that he just was
beautiful.
just like the extra songs. That's my favorite album from this year. That came out this year.
I love the progression, progress Tyler's made as an artist. Yes. I think a lot of people, come like when you start off crazy and wild, which still was great. You just slowly from Cherry Bomb, you're like, oh, he's doing this, he's doing this. That's what I do in my mind is like, I try to go from one speed to like constantly progressing. Eventually, I probably will just live in Portland in some like small house hidden in the forest. You probably never see me. At some point, I bet I'll just disappear.
I want to do the same thing.
I
want to just make enough money to where I'm like, okay, cool. I got my plot of land here in Wyoming or Montana, wherever.
I'm gonna get real buff first, like real buff. I'm gonna get real buff, right? Get my hair out of braids and gray them up, let the grays and all that. Really beard it, and like really get like really in a wildlife type mentality.
There you go.
So eventually. But thank you guys for having me, man.
Dude, thank you. That was an awesome conversation.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Thank you so much for coming on.
You guys are awesome, bro. Like,
thank you.
Just meeting you. I didn't know much about your personalities, but now, like, putting a face to that, like,
I appreciate
that.
Well, we're planning on, like, doing stuff, so we'll definitely hit you up and have you come on. Can you let us know where to find you, where to get your merch, where to get your EP, all that good stuff?
So,
what
is
you
this
got
a camera?
Coming on? Yeah.
Hello, Chismes and Menudos. Is that right?
Yes.
Yep. Chismes and Menudos podcast peoples. My name is MYLOHRMRA, MYLOHRMRA_. I represent everything. You can get all of my information in my bios on all of my profiles. I'm on everything, on everything. And I hope that you guys enjoy the podcast and keep on supporting these guys, yo.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, guys. That's it for this week. Make sure y'all tune in to our YouTube. We got a lot of things coming. We got a Patreon coming. We got...
Hey, Patreon?
Yeah, we got a Patreon coming. We got merch coming. So make sure you like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And we'll see you next week. I don't know yet. It's a surprise.
I got a couple people in mind.
Hey, yeah, there's some...
Hey.